Oh my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know. And with the winter comes the ice, the snow, but I'm here to hold. And oh my love, don't worry about the cold just yet.
Muthoni here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, there's something I've been thinking about a lot, and it is this particular space. If you do not remember, we used to have a door here. This used to be a door. When you'd walk in through the back, this would be, you would walk into this car area, walk into the kitchen, and then walk into the dining area. But when we were opening up the kitchen, because we had a really small kitchen and we wanted it to be slightly bigger, this door was part of the removal process, but we still had to have this wall. We needed to have our wall here for support purposes. I have really been thinking about this empty space. The reason I've really been thinking about it is because I want to bring, yes, akizigi. I want to bring my bar here, and not just my bar, I also want to close up this section because of mostly two things. One of the things, this is the back door, and from here I can see the front door. That's thing number one. So I want to be able, like, if you walk in through the back door, it's actually an actual back door, leads you straight into the kitchen, and then from the kitchen, aki, this cat, you love attention. So when you walk in through the back door, you just walk straight into the kitchen. Then, because here we're going to have our peninsula, then the access into the living room is going to be through here, into the dining, then living room. Then when you walk in through the front door, you have to go into the kitchen, then exit this way. So I want this area to be my bar, okay? So I don't want to build more walls using all this stuff. So we're going to experiment. I'm going to build a wall, but here's the thing, I don't want it to just be a full wall. I want to actually have shelves, because like I said, I want it to be my bar. I want it to have shelves. I want to have lighting for the section, because also when we cover this, we're covering the light. Do you want to leave? Go. Let's see how this is going to be. This is my first time doing this, so like I said, let's experiment. This is my first time building something out of gypsum and everything. So I have my channels, I have my boards. I hope they're going to be enough. I think I might need some wood for the top to just reinforce it. At first I'd thought of doing the frame using wood, but then I was like, I had already bought some channels, so we'll only use wood if we absolutely have to. I'm freaking out a bit. But yeah, let's see how this goes, you know? This is how we learn stuff anyway, right? You do things and then you learn things. I am trying to figure out the best way to go about the shelves, because I know I want to have some shelves on the upper section. The shelves, which are, that side is 7 and this side is 8, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what that's going to look like. So my plan is, if I put a channel here, so let me just show you. So if we have this here, okay, on the edge and on the edge on this side, and then we put one across. So I can't seem to get my head to wrap around the idea of the bar and everything else, because now I'm like, oh, what if the bar is on that side? Because also there's the fact that we'll have a peninsula on this side, so I'm like, does that look like too bulky because it all stretches out this way? Do I want to have it in that corner instead and then push this table out? I really don't know. So I'm thinking what I can do right now is I can close up the space so that I see what it looks like when it's closed up. Because also again, this is not proportional to what's going to be here. As of this moment, I am very, very, very confused about everything else that's going to happen here. But the one thing I do know for sure is I want to close this up because I want the section that's the kitchen to be everything kitchen, whatever, to be on one side, on that side. And then when you move on to the side, it's completely different. So I don't want to see the pantry door. I want all that to be, like I want the kitchen to be a solo space by itself. So that's the one thing that we know for sure. So these are the things that happen during this process, because sometimes for me, I have to sit in something for long enough to feel or to be like, okay, cool, I like the direction it's taking or not. So I think I'm going to just close this up and then we see what's going to happen after that. I'll sit with it for a moment, for a while, and see how it makes me feel. And if I like it or not, or if I feel like it makes the place a bit too dark, or because also we haven't fixed the lighting in here. So yeah, so let's do that instead.
The sum of my mistakes, can I catch a break to breathe? Not a perfect man, but I understand the journey. So I'll write another song to write another wrong.
Hello, it's a completely different day, and I think I have decided I'm going to just do shelves either way, after all. But I don't know, even if it's for nothing else, they can be like just some short shelves for display. They can be like a place where I have some frames. I can display my bottles for like drinks and stuff if I do decide to do that. But for now, let's build the wall. And then, because I was like, the shelves can just be, we can use this to hold the shelves, because at least we know the support for that will be fine. And then in between we can put something else. But I'm yet to decide what that's going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to build something and bring it, or if we're just going to, I don't know yet. So for now, let's do the part that I do know, which is covering up this space. So I've attached this. I want to make whatever's for this to attach to the floor. So once I finish all this, I'll tell you all the different things I've used, because like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I don't know what else I'll end up needing. So let's see how this goes. Wish me luck, because I sure am gonna need it. That much I can tell you for sure, for shizzle. This, and then drill the holes to the floor. So the problem here is this is slightly bigger than this by an inch. So I've left that inch out on this side, so that on this side we don't have, the front facing side doesn't have a thingy. Like the shelf doesn't look like it's shifting in one direction, like leaning in one direction. This goes in here, and then now up here we bend it and attach it to the whatever, what's this thing called, to the wall. So I've marked where it's going to go, so that's where it ends on the wall. But remember, we want to fold it, so I'm going to extend that by like 2 inches, so that the part where I am folding, the part that's folding is like 2 inches, which gives me enough space to do my screws to attach it to the ceiling, to the wall. I don't have proper scissors. I'm using my shears, these ones. I use them for a lot of different things, so yeah, they'll just have to do for this as well. And they've been working well, apart from hurting my finger now and again. So, come on. There we go. And then now, when we are attaching this up there, we bend this like that, and then this attaches to. Now, see, it's bent like that. So this is what we're going to attach up there. So down here, can put it like that, and then up there we attach it like that. Let me tell you, it's not a joke. It's a lot of math. For someone who doesn't like math, they do way too much of it. So it says here that this is straight. What will be flush, straight. Okay. So if I touch that, there you go. So leaving a bit of space that we have something to actually hold up there. So that's our mark, but we're cutting here. Cut now down to where the mark is. So do you see this? The mark is here, so we cut down here, but now on the sides, because we're getting rid of the sides. This is 16 actually. This is 15. So the distance between these two is 16 inches. The distance between this and this is 15, and this is 14. So we are well within the safety measures or the safety requirements, suggestions. Yeah. Yay. Yay. Whew. All right. Now we are going to put some braces across, where like we'll have one in here, and then we put one like here, another one here. So like we'll just have them staggered so that like we have support at each point. So the one that's attaching here will attach to this, and the one that's attaching here will attach to this wall, and then in the middle they'll attach to each other. So I'm thinking here we can do three, and then 3 this way as well. So let's get to carving and measuring. This was okay. No, okay. From okay, so this is where we want to be exact, so that at least we don't push or pull inward. So we'd want to mark, so this is 21 point something. So if I mark, I'm going to do one side first and then mark from there to the other side where that one will be. So looking at this like, yes, like that. And then now I'm going to measure from here. We see where this one is going to get to. So basically, that's what we have. So that's what we're going to attach in betwixt these two. one down. So we do another one, and then we do the ones on the wall.
I don't wanna care so much, 'cause I really care too much. It's all just overwhelming, I'm just overthinking. I feel like I'm too much. Keep mistaking my anxiety for intuition, and stress keeps getting in the way of my ambition. Logically, I know I shouldn't feel this way, but my body doesn't agree with my brain. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying it's over before it starts. I'm looking over my shoulder.
Yay! I have finished the frame. Yay ass. So the way our frame is set up is in a way that we have every section can carry its weight, I guess, its own weight. So now here comes the hard part, because I have to do this by myself, putting these boards here. So I'm thinking of doing half and half, because when I measured across, this is slightly longer than 4 feet, and these things are usually 4 feet. So we'll cut them across so that we cut the exact size. So I want to cut half, so that's carried by this top, and then the other half joins from there. So that's what I'm thinking, so that our meeting section is here as opposed to this way, because that's the other option, is having 2 panels that go the long way, that way. But then the problem with cutting them like that is we'd have to use maybe 2 boards, because this space is bigger than 4 feet and 1 board is 4 feet. But I think if we do it the other way, we'll be able to use just 1 board.
Something old has been further down the rabbit hole. Down to go, down to go. Logically, I know I should.
And now I'll use that same knife to just cut it from the back.
Doesn't agree with my brain.
To reach for my stuff, because I have to use one hand. I think you'll have to come to this side. Basically, you see how now we are attaching it from that side. You'll see it once it's done. So let's go to the kitchen so that you see the process. I think from there you'll be able to see me, and if anything happens, scream, you know, ask for help, I don't know, shout. So we'll need, that's it. I'm freaking out a bit, just a bit, just a little bit. This one is like really far back. Then there's this part I forgot. You have to cut the up here. Oh no, I can't just do it. Let's hope that works. We can keep this in case we can use it on the other side. Okay, here we are good. Oh, we are good. we're good in terms of the sizing, right? Please stop sliding. Ow! Ow! Again? I keep cutting myself. Okay. I don't remember where the others were. This one. Okay. Please don't fall. Oh, okay.
You want my powers, I will show you where they go. You like the wind, I'll tell you where it goes. Clean as you go, clean as you go, clean as you go, yeah. You need my energy, I'll show you where to go. You want the rivers, let me show you where they flow.
It doesn't look like much right now, but I think now once we do because next I think it's going to be more of a display shelf thingy, because then if you want to mix drinks you can just do it from the kitchen peninsula. But I like this. I like the fact that now this section is closed off and you don't see the back door. I really like that. And that space in there can actually be used, because I was like, oh, once actually this is blocked, the other side can be used as part of the pantry, like things that I need to air out or whatever. I don't know, I can even have my garbage there instead of this side. Like, I don't know, I feel like it can be utilized, like the wall on that side can be utilized at the same time the wall on this side is being utilized. So I was thinking very narrow shelf unit, top to bottom, but then the base can be used, I don't know for what, we'll figure it out. But then also I was thinking the best part of it is now I can use this part and also incorporate this part of the wall into whatever we build, but then this can be left, we just paint it and it's part of the kitchen. But I like it. Also, yo, that was a learning curve. I've cut myself so many times. I know my shower is gonna be painful. So for now, I think that's gonna be it. I am so proud of myself. I have learned a couple of things. Definitely having two hands would have been the best option, because the struggle of measurements are very, very important. This is just half the job. I now have to come fill in this, so that this becomes like one thing. We have to hide all these. There's like a bunch of other things that need to happen. So there's that. There's that. Do I intend on ever doing this again? I don't think so. I don't, it's messy. Anything else you'd like to share, Muthoni? I also like that it doesn't require a lot of tools. Basically, I've only used one tool, like in terms of power tools. Oh, well, technically two, but technically one, because that was also a drill. So I had a cordless drill and a corded drill. Basically, those are the two things I've used. And a box cutter, a box knife, a box cutter, yeah. Basically, that's it, because you can use a kawaida knife, because once I broke my box cutter, I just went in with a basic knife. So I think that also is a nice factor into the process of doing this. Yeah, we'll see if I'll ever try this again. So now we'll see what else to do here. Yes, what's up? Ginge, are you okay? Your name is not Ginge. Why are you responding, Ziggy? So thank you so much. Remember to subscribe if you are yet to leave a comment, give this video a like, and I will see you back here in the next video.
You want the highest building in your town. Where's where's my trees? I don't see him around here no more.
You wanna go to Mars, but the soil is full of mercury. Keep my water clean, free from PVC. How many pieces of plastic in the Tennessee River? I hope this makes you see things clearer.